Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I am now in Mount Gambier. Initially I was this is actually day 2 of our holiday, day 3 of our short holiday here in Mount Gambier. Initially I was not intending to post anything on YouTube regarding my stay, and I was just focusing on creating short videos to upload as shorts. But I've had some comments on Instagram and for some of the other viewers on YouTube, and they said they would appreciate if I could put up a short video on our stay. So there's not going to be much commentary in this video. It's mainly going to be just snippets of what you can do if you're in Mount Gambier or around the area. So Mount Gambier, for some of you who are not aware, it's actually on the southeast side of South Australia. So if you're coming from Melbourne, it's about a 450 kilometers drive from Melbourne. So it took us about close to 5 hours. Pretty easy cruisy drive to get here. You can get motels for fairly reasonable price. We stayed at a presidential motel for about $170 a night. It was quite comfortable for the family, so definitely check the presidential motel out if you're here. And over the past 3 days, we have done the Blue Lakes. We looked at the Green Lakes, which is the Valley Lake, and the area is called the Crater Lakes. So the Valley Lakes is really beautiful. You can actually bring your boats there. You can, if you've got jet skis and so on, you can just bring it in there. The lake is green in color, so you're allowed to swim in there. It's a really huge park, and essentially excellent for picnics, and you can spend the whole day there. Essentially the parks close up at about 9 p.m, so you just need to make sure you leave there at about 9 p.m. So yesterday we then made our way to the Tantanoola Caves. That again is a really beautiful cave. It's special with the type of limestone and the rock that is in the cave, which gives it a subtle orangey color. And there are only 2 caves in the world that have got that sort of presentation. So one is the Tantanoola Cave, and the next one would be the caves in Tasmania. I'm not too sure what the name is, but there's one more in Tasmania. So after that we then made our way to Southport. Now Southport is a really nice coastal town. Beachport is a really nice coastal town, and it was just beautiful. You could essentially, the water is the sea water there is subtle. You can dive in from the jetty. The jetty is about 770 meters long, and it's a nice little town with good fish and chips, small cafes, a bit of shopping, and big caravan parks. So if you're down and you want to get a caravan park for a holiday in the next school holidays or something with your family, definitely worth checking out that area. So from there we then made our way to Southend. Now Southend is on the south end of Beachport. So if you're looking at the map, it's actually a curvature, and Beachport is on this end, Southend is on the other end. So on Southend, it was a nice scenic drive to Southend, and then we actually went up all the way to the most south end of Southend, where we could actually see the open sea, and it was just beautiful. And then on our way back, we drove past this little town called Millicent. Millicent is also nice, where they've got a lake which they've actually transformed into a pool. So they call it a lake pool, and kids can go in there and swim. It's really huge lake that they've transformed into a pool. So definitely worth checking out Millicent. It's a very small town, very historical. The buildings there are very colonial buildings. So we went to Millicent, and from Millicent we headed back to Mount Gambier, and by the time we were already tired, had dinner, did a bit of walking around, and off we went to bed. And this morning we are here at Umpherstone Sinkholes, and we sort of explored the sinkhole, which is really beautiful, and created a short video as well. And now that we are done with the sinkhole, we're probably going to go into the Mount Gambier city and look at the Blue Lakes for the last time before we head home, have some lunch, and then head back home to Melbourne. So please enjoy the video. I hope it's not too long, and it's just going to capture a glimpse of our trip, and hopefully you enjoy them. Thank you.
Hey, what was the first one? I didn't know it was so beautiful. Here, that I can't afford it. Dude, what are you recording?
To meet you all. Pop your hand up if you've never been in a cave. Pop your hand up if it's your first time.
That's not a proper cave.
Alright, got a few people. Good fun. So, this cave, it will blow your mind. It's absolutely beautiful. If you have been in a cave before, you're still going to be impressed. It's absolutely gorgeous. I see it every day. It's still amazing. Now, this cave, a bit of history about it. It was found almost 100 years ago in 1930. It was found by a 16-year-old boy. His name was Boyce Lane. He had about 7 brothers and sisters, a big family, and they all lived just down the hill in a house you might have seen by the road. Now, Boyce was up at the base of the cliff here looking for rabbits with his ferret. He found a hole at the base of the cliff there, right above where the entrance is now. He sent his ferret down to go and get a rabbit, but his ferret didn't come back. So Boyce had to crawl down this hole to get his ferret. He quickly realised it wasn't a rabbit hole. He could stand up, and he heard a lot of echoing when he was shuffling rocks around with his feet. Now he thought, okay, well that's terrifying, I'm out of here. And he went home, grabbed his older brother and a torch.
Don't touch her. Please don't touch.
Mount Gambier. Mount Gambier.
Yeah, Ken. Imagine how these plants all grow. It's such rocky.
Such a warm weather.
Hi. Are you guys alright? Good? Pretty. Miss, how's it going, mate?
Good.
Liking it?
Yeah.
So this place is called Cape Buffon and it's at the Tantanoola National Park, and this is the most southest end of South Australia. How cool is that?
So, Mahavir, you got the idea of sinkhole now already? So, what does sinkhole mean to you?
Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was all good, and thank you once again for staying and watching the video. I hope you find it helpful, and if you are down this end, worthwhile checking out the areas that we visited. And again, thank you for your support, and if you have enjoyed the video, please give us a big thumbs up, do like, do share and do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.